Shalom. First and foremost, I have to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahar Kwakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of One West, who pioneered this truth, and also for the men who gave the life for this truth. The dead in Yahweh Shai shall arise first. Alright, Shalom to the Bayath Shar Dawadah, which is the house of David, the 144,000, the elect. And Shalom to the Akim out there pushing his word with all truth, sincerity, and diligence, teaching the lost sheep of the house of Israel, who are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the confusion of faces that have been scattered abroad. Alright, it's the brother Kazar Ariyah from the men of our 12 West Coast, coming back at it again with another video. Alright, because, you know, as we get to the end, you'll start seeing more prophecies manifest themselves, man. More prophecies unfold. Alright, and basically, I want to bring out this article real quick where Donald Trump comes to California. All right, and what he's basically doing is he's trying to make sure that the wall is being built. All right, and not only that, but he's also talking about crashing down on the sanctuary laws that certain states put or have in order to protect the so-called illegal aliens who are the Latinos, which, first of all, right, this land, California, Arizona, Texas, all right, Oregon, it all belonged to Mexico, man. All right, these Edomites, so-called white man, these Edomites have no right coming here and telling the Mexicans, who are the original owners of this land, that they have no business being here, man. Right, but that's just the pride of Esau, man. Right, that's the pride of Esau. Right, but I'm gonna read into this article. I'm just gonna read this little paragraph right here, and it says the president accused Governor Jerry Brown of doing a terrible job running the state, and you know I believe Jerry Brown is also an Edomite as well. Right, and he goes on to say, said residents would begin fleeing California to avoid its high taxes, vowed to beat the state in court and in Congress over its so-called immigration laws or sanctuary laws, and insisted that he would build a new and bigger wall. All right, so you know these Edomites, you know, they're getting ready for the little last hurrah. All right, you know these Edomites. All right, Donald Trump, eagle-faced Trump. All right, he really hates you so-called Latinos, man, and the Lord's making it manifest, man. He's going down, he's making trips to make sure that the wall, how do I put this, that the wall is being built. He's making it manifest that he wants the so-called immigrants out of America. He wants to kick you so-called Latinos out. All right, and you know it's just Esau showing his horns, you know. I'm gonna bring out a quick scripture. I'm gonna keep on speaking on subject, all right. But the scripture I want to bring out is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 20. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom there 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. And Donald Trump is that man. All right, you got actual people in this same house that are actually avoiding him. All right, you got people that are in the same his same political party that are avoiding him and all that shit, you know, because his look was more stout than his fellows, man. All right, Donald Trump is anointed to get these prophecies off, man. And the reason why I want to cover this topic with the sanctuary laws is because what that's going to do is, if Donald Trump has his way, if these Edomites have their way, all right, it's going to take away the protection that the so-called undocumented Latinos have, and they're all going to get deported. All right, they're going to have ICE come in and they're going to deport them. And I believe brothers should be keeping up on this news, man. All right, because Issachar, you know, Latinos, that's the Northern Kingdom, man. They're the brothers too. All right, I'm gonna bring out ICE. All right, so these are the motherfuckers that be deporting, that be praying down so-called Issacharites, man. You see that proud look on them. All right, and you gotta understand, it's always Edomites, man. All right, always Edomites, man. You might have a Kunaz Mexican to the left and Uncle Juan Mexican to the left, but it's always Edomites, man. All right, and a lot of the times, these Edomites, because, don't get it twisted, Northern Kingdom, they do got a gang problem, man. All right, the Northern Kingdoms, they got the Maros Salvatruchas, they got the 18th Street, they got, the Sureños, they got a whole bunch of 2/3 living among them, man. All right, they a bunch of spics among the Northern Kingdom, man. But brothers gotta understand, man. People gotta understand that these Edomites are not just trying to target the gang members. Right, these Edomites are just, if you don't have documents, if you're undocumented, you're seen as a criminal, because that's just how much of a devil this Edomite is, man. He takes this land from the original people who held this land, and he has the nerve to call them, point the finger, and say he's the criminal when he took this land by violence and force, man. All right, raped, robbed, and murdered the Mexicans out of this land, and he has a fucking nerve to call the Mexicans rapists, murderers, and thieves, man. Right, which goes on to, the old proverb, you point a finger, it's 3 pointed back at you. Donald Trump is a rapist, he's a murderer, and he's a thief, man. And dead ass, he literally is a rapist, man. You see all those sexual allegations going against him, man. All right, but you got to understand, man. Prophecies are being made manifest, man. I believe this right here is going to, stir up the Latinos, man. Because, so-called Judah, I wouldn't say so-called Judah, but the kingdom of Judah, all right, the southern kingdom, dealing with your so-called Negroes, they're already getting stirred up, man. All right, they're seeing that there's no justice when it comes to the police shootings. All right, so they're getting stirred up. All right, so-called Latinos, they're also going to get stirred up too, man. All right, when Donald Trump starts crashing down on these, on the sanctuary cities and starts supporting families, separating families, all right, you best believe Latinos are going to get stirred up, man. All right, and don't get it twisted, man. Just because you don't see the same shit on the news dealing with the Latinos doesn't mean the Latinos don't see on their news, man. Because the Latinos, they got Telemundo, they got Univision, man. They got all these news stations exposing the wickedness of these devils, man, exposing the racism, man. All right, so all of Latin America, including the Latinos living up here in America, all right, that watch those news channels, are seeing that the hatred that Esau has towards them, man. Right, you Latinos watching this, man, if you don't know who you really are according to the scriptures, man, you're Israelite according to the Bible, man, of the Northern Kingdom, man. All right, the 10 lost tribes of Israel that came to America and fled the Assyrian captivity thousands of years ago, man. All right, you're Hebrew Israelites, man. Right, and your so-called black man is your brother, man. All right, your long-lost brother. That's why we get along so well. That's why we what do you call it? We get along well in the hoods, man. Right, we live next to each other because we dwell together, man. All right, but with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double on to the Salakia, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, for blessing me with the spirit to do this video and giving me another topic to do today. All right, hopefully it was an edifying topic. All right, letting brothers know the times that we're in, race wars is being manifested. All right, Shalom.